Africa. Kumasi en Seigrum Chalet. J'y vais depuis que je suis môme, c'est Waté. Oh, and you m'n'était à bas. Et c'est même pas du Azonto, c'est ça. Mon passeport est français. Chalet, mais je sais d'où je viens. Je suis fier de mon pays, fier de mon Ghana, fier de mon ethnie, fier d'être Ashanti, fier de mes sœurs, fier de mes frères. On avance tous ensemble. Charlie One Love, prêt pour la victoire. Charlie Black Star, au Ghana toujours le sourire. On vit comme ça. Chez toi c'est comment chez nous c'est l'amusement. Dans la musique t'as beau fait tout le monde est content.
To sit down and
welcome. My name is Obedako. Welcome. Today I want to share with you the entrepreneurship journey. A lot of people think of starting business. Sometimes it's out of necessity. Sometimes it maybe they just happen to have been told from the workplace that go home and they don't know what to do. Sometimes it's out of retirement. But whatever it is, there are things that you have to know, and there are things that you have to get clear in your head when you think of starting a business. There is this person that I used to work with, Kwaku. Kwaku did not go to school. He's been a taxi driver almost all his life. So the other time he's been calling me, and so I picked, and he said that he has his brother who has gone to school somewhere. He has BSc, he has MSc, he's gone to plenty school, and he's been looking for a job. He said that he was working somewhere, and they told him to stay at home, and he's been at home for some years now, so he's asking if he can get some job. And then I asked Kwaku, said, I don't take those things, because if I take you to another person, a lot of the times most people are also going to them, and so I don't want to be in a position where you'll be calling me and I have no influence over anything. But I asked him, so why can't your brother start a business? He said, I don't know. Myself and my senior brother, we have a pineapple farm that we've been doing for the last 2 years or so, and they have some harvest. And I asked him, so why does your brother who has gone to school, the other brother who has gone to school, need a job then? He said that, I asked him, so has he ever shown interest in this? He did not give me any.
This is Jafric Radio.
And so today I'm talking about thinking of starting a business, because there's something that those who have been through this formal education don't get. That it's not only you who are looking for a job. There are a lot of people like you. And it gets to a certain bracket that your job, if you are, let's say, right after national service, 20 years, 23 years, there are a lot of you like that. If you go to any company, they don't expect a lot of expertise, a lot of experiences from you. Now, the moment you cross 35 and you don't have specific skill set that companies really need, and you just like the people who have just completed school or have just gone through their national service, and you have no special skill set that any industry needs, it becomes very difficult, because then it is easier for them to pick a young graduate without any family. Maybe 35, 40, you have a family, you have children, you have wife, you have parents depending on you. Most companies will not want to take you with your raw skill set. And so Kwaku's brother that he was pressing, I was thinking perhaps is in that category. So getting a job in that kind of situation becomes difficult. So your way out, if you want to stay in GH, will be to humble yourself and to get the right knowledge so that you can be at least on your own, start a business. Some people will argue that the business started is not for everybody. I said that employment is not also for everybody. But it comes to a point where if nobody wants to pick you, who told you that the business is not for everybody? Everybody can do something, especially if his business is not for everybody. Then why most people, when they go on retirement, especially civil servants, then start to do something for themselves? So there is this woman that I was told was working in the bank, and after some years that she went she went on retirement, she started to sell kinky. There are so many things. Some teachers will start to build a school, some people will start restaurants, some people will even go and start farming. So this idea that not everybody can do business it cannot hold. If you have nothing else to do, our grandparents, nobody was employing them. They had to do something for themselves. And even though they brought this school, but the rate at which industries are being built, they do not directly match with the rate at which we are producing a number of these graduates. So the other day I was checking the JSS people who just wrote the exam, and there were more than 500,000 in Ghana. So roughly, let's say half of them will be in the university. So you have about 300,000 graduates every year. If and if you want to add all those who drop out, for instance, those who just finish, if in the next 10 years that group will be 500,000. So every 10 years we have minimum of 5 million people looking for job, and it's going to increase because population is increasing. So we have to teach our people the reality of living. You will either find yourself employed, or you will find yourself employing somebody. They're employed most often. If you look at the setup of our schools, you are employed by government mainly. The school is training us to go and work for government or to go and work for some multinational somewhere. Or if you're unemployed, if you're an employer, you either build something to employ yourself, or you build something that can employ more people other than yourself. Majority of the things that we respect, the people who have gone to school respect, is that you get big government position or some big multinational work. They give you car, they give you house. Your mother will be very happy, your father will be very proud of you, your brothers will sing hallelujah to you. You just finished school and you got that kind of thing. Big portfolio, you'll be on TV, you are sitting with government officials. Very few people will be in that category in the first 2 years or so of completing school. If you take the other part, which I took, it's not very palatable. People don't respect that. You want to start a business, they say that because you don't have anything to do, that's why you're thinking of starting a business. Somebody told me that the school that you have gone to, what are you using it for? So those are the things. So there's a certain personality that you have to become for you to be so much comfortable in being that state to building your business. There are a lot of things that you have to really understand and deal with, and a part of it, some of it will be, you have to be certain that this is what I want to focus on. I want to build a business. And then you have to know the area that you want to build a business. Majority of us, we have no skill set after school. We have no money. We have no connection. We have no network. It's just vim that we want to use to build something. So the journey is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very tough. It's not Satan. It's not the devil. It's not demonic. It's not any curse from your family. It's just the reality of living, and you trying to pick an idea and making it become a reality. So you have to tell yourself, I'm going to build business. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to look for a job. I want to build business. And that is what we told ourselves. And we didn't even know what we were telling ourselves, because then the journey will take so much time. So if you're able to do this, maybe with technology and some other things, and even sometimes depending on the kind of industry you go into, sometimes some people can be able to build something under 5 years. But majority of us, even 10 years, we still don't have a grip of what we are building. So, being focused is key to you being able to hold on onto this journey. The other thing is you being very much clear, because there's so much superstition, there's so much religious teachings, there's so much we've been bamboozled, and we've been some people have bulldozed us into submission and into all kind of interpretation. So some ideas come to you. If you're a typical Christian, you're waiting for God to give you green light the Holy Spirit to tell you which way to go, and all kind of teachings when you meet mistakes and difficulties. Somebody will tell you that, come, let's go to this forest and pray for 30 days so that, all the difficulties that your business is going through, you'll be subdued. All those things, the moment you submit to these things, your journey will be so much painful, because then you're deviating from the realities. Business, a lot of the times, not all, but a lot of the times, majority of the times, is about realities, about facts, it's about data, it's about reasoning, it's about logic, sometimes about creative thinking, sometimes it's even about instincts, but mainly you are looking at facts and making right decisions. Hardcore skill set that you need. So the moment you bring a lot of religion into it, and you spend a lot of time following religious activities. I remember one of my friends who traveled to another country and go and look for some anointing water or oil somewhere and spray it in his business because he was going through a lot of difficulties. For me, those things are a waste of time. You just have to study the business and become better and know what you don't have and what you have, where you're lacking and where you have strength. The moment you're able to think through this and then know that there's nothing evil, there's nothing somewhere that somebody is trying to pull, that's why you're suffering. It's just the economy, where you operate, the skill set, your network, all these things. When you start, you're building them. And so the moment you're able to tell yourself, there's nothing wrong with me, the difficulties, there are things that I have to know for me to get to a stage where the business can work. So you tell yourself, I'm focusing on this. I'm not going to look for a job. I'm not traveling. Sometimes they will bring school. You have first degree, you don't know what to do with it, and you're looking for another second degree, all kind of things. Africans are very, we are not focused. So all kind of things. When you make one decision, there are a lot of fizzy things around it. And so these things make business journey very, very much difficult. And that's why most of us don't succeed that quickly. The other thing that you need to work on will be your ability to make the right financial decisions, and this will be contingent on you having the right financial information, the right financial data. And because most of us will come from background where your parents or your family did not make that much money, a lot of the information that you are bringing, even in your personal life, you've not been able to have the right financial data and to be able to build the right financial skills and discipline, even to handle your own personal finances well. And then you are building a business, and use the same person showing up in the business. So you're going to make a lot of wrong decisions with money, where you don't have to make payment, where you don't have to trust people, where you don't have to even buy that thing. You'll be making all these errors. And one of the things that will easily put you into trouble is wrong financial decisions and choices. And so these things, the moment you start to get them to a certain level that they work, then you start to see success in your business. The other thing will be the team that you roll with, the people around you, the network, the kind of people you flow with. It's going to decide whether you're going to be successful or your success is going to delay. The people, the quality of people you move with, you have to be certain. Even if you're forming partnership with somebody, you must understand how they think, the level of their courage, the level of their resistance to pain, the level of discomfort, controversies, the compassion that they have, their flexibility. Are they able to trust people? Are they able to, be frank? Are they able to talk out of their heart that which they are deeply thinking of? These things will help. Do they even have the right skill set to complement you, for you to have the business work? That state is also critical. The people, the employees, the friends, even the companies that you keep. If you're building business and all your friends are working in these companies, they have cars, and you don't have anything, you're still living in your brother's room or your mother's room, and all your friends are married with children, nice cars, nice estate, you will give up. So you need somebody who is also on the same kind of journey with you, and you'll be sharing stories, you'll be sharing the journeys together, I think, and sometimes even grown up. But one thing I also use is people who have ethics, strong ethics, truthful, honest, people with high integrity. You need that. You don't just need somebody to look up to. You need somebody who has built something out of honesty, also out of integrity. Listen, anybody at all can build business. A lot of our people say that they are contractors, and they depend on this government contract. A lot of our so-called big men depend on government, and we all know dealing with government the things that are involved. So sometimes when you're looking for somebody to look up to, and the person has compromised almost everything for money and status in society, for me it's very difficult for me to look up to such people. That because then the substance of that which they teach is not a reflection of their capacity and their experience, and even the things that they are made of. They don't reflect that, because they can give you 100 million contract, and really you just need 1 million to execute that contract. So more or less it's just it's just free money. And so it's difficult for you to use the wisdom of such a person to build something if you don't have access to those high leverage contracts. And you have to have your ethics right, you have to have your beliefs right, you have to have your values right, because it's going to be a long journey. And your ability to put up with mistakes, I'll talk about that. You're going to make a lot of them. There will be a lot of pain, a lot of struggles, a lot of losses. So my name is Obindako. Today I'm talking about on the journey of building a business. So because most often people will talk to you, ask you questions, and they asking, everybody you meet will tell you that I'm interested in building a business, and the private sector is good. There's nothing like working for yourself. I say that if you cannot work for somebody, you have no business going to work for yourself. If you are too lazy, don't try to start anything, because if you work 1 hour as an employee, you would need to work about 100 hours or 1,000 for yourself. There's no working hours, there's no free day. If there's a problem, you can't sleep, because everything, if you don't move, especially at the beginning, if you don't move, nothing moves. You have to do everything, you have to be everything. And that kind of person, you must have a lot of things taught rightly in your head. You must have a lot of things understood well. You must be somebody who is very much confident in yourself and very strong in yourself. You must have some level of courage, and you should be ready to take a risk, what they call risk. I said that who is on the ground has no need to fear, because he's on the ground. The lowest you can go is on the ground anyway. So, so the ability to take risk and embrace, and to be controversial, and to be laughed at, and to be ridiculed, and to work with little that comes to you, being so much resourceful. Those are the things that you must learn. If you don't learn those things, and you say that, oh, I have some money somewhere, or my uncle has given me money somewhere, I want to go and start a business, that is not something I understand. Majority of the people that you give money to, even people can sell their own properties. There's something that is so dear to them. Sell it and put that thing in business, and yet the business will still collapse. So how much more they want the money that you didn't work for, that somebody gave you? So, and there's nothing wrong. Most business people have lost a lot of businesses before they became successful. So if your first business does not work, it does not mean that it's not going to work. Sometimes you may lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 business. But the good thing is that if you fail, don't fail backwards. You have to fail forward. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep on going, because in every one of them, some debt is being taken out of you. You are still being refined. You're still becoming better. You're honing your skill, your tools, and that's what entrepreneurship is about. So Kaku, that I was talking about, his brother, I told him that, listen, if somebody promises you to give you a job, I'm not going to be that person, and in our place, we also don't have a place for you anyway. So you better go and think of what you can do for yourself. Don't be so much intellectual, and so be so much intelligent that you want to analyze everything on paper. A lot of our people are like that. They want to analyze, especially those who have gone to school. They want to analyze everything on paper. They want to make sure that they will not fail on paper. So they have perfect business plan. They have perfect business on paper, but the reality is that when you hit the ground, the paper is somewhere, and what you are really building on the ground is somewhere. It's like building a house. In the architects and all those guys will come up with some kind of drawing. They guide you, but you're really not going through every stage and every process as perfectly put on paper. You're not going to go through that. There are a lot of things that you would have to improvise as the data comes, as the live data from the ground comes to you. You know, so you have to have these kind of things to guide you. These kind of things to guide you, and you can't wait. You've been at home for 5 years, nobody's helping you, and sometimes you may not even be thinking of building a business. Maybe it's anything that you're building. Maybe you're building some real estate. You know, maybe you're investing in real estate or something. These are all the same thing. It's the same kind of thing. You have to really be clear, because when you meet difficulties and you're looking for some malam, you're looking for some prophet, you're looking for some preacher somewhere to pray, and all the problems will go away, you are not ready for business. If you think that you can't lose any money and nobody can teach you and lie and cheat you and lie to you, you are not ready for business. If you think that everybody around you is going to be with you forever, you are naive. If you think that all your friends and family will clap for you, you are naive. If you think that everything is going to stay perfect, you are naive. So one of the things that you would have to do is to design something that really makes you committed to becoming better every day, which means you're going to continue to grow and learn and study and feed on knowledge, you know, because the more you grow as a person, the better the results that you get, you know. And so you cannot get stuck with the old understanding of things. You have to continuously challenge yourself and challenge your mind. I think that we are producing a whole generation, we are preparing a whole generation for something that does not exist. You know, we are telling them become a doctor, become a lawyer, become this, wait for good employment and good pay. Much of it, I think that you have to add something, so you can become an engineer, a doctor, and then you go and start something if you so desire to work in that field by yourself. Create something that can employ you. You know, you still be a doctor and own your own clinic and own your own hospital. Find a way to do that. Than saying that I've completed this in medical something in 5 years, government has not given me a place. I've completed this nursing something, and 10 years government has not given me a place. So I'm there. No, we are saying that you have to get a skill set to build something for yourself if nobody else is giving you anything to do. You know, if anybody else is not giving you anything to do, if government is not remembering you, you have to remember yourself, you know. So my name is Opendako. I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch this. Thank you.
Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks on. No time, my brother, we gone. We gone. You know, you need a grow no more. We no feel waste time for no pagan brothers. No more. They go see we for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go, for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go, for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go. For countryside, you be glad they go see you. They go follow man, them go. For countryside.
Time no the wait for nobody. What if I can't? I want to what so the waste time. Everybody get your own blessing. I touch my ass will be so. So why you the hate man? By the time I'm ready, so better when I be do I'm on my temal and the me baseline. People say me you me hint me chinko so ya home I go through I'm in the daytime. If it's a more dummy what the love it's I'm a friend I know the call back. I feel like me who's the fame no be all that. So watching me peg everybody go fall back. So when the good time comes and the money pile up for the countryside. If you there when I go see the people will stack on the ride inside.
They go see we for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go, for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go, for countryside. You be there.
Bon dia from Angola. How are you all doing? It's my last day in this beautiful country and it's been an awesome 6 days. Yep, I told you guys earlier I was given only 10 days. I missed my flight on the first day and I couldn't make it, and my visa actually started from the day that I got the visa, so unfortunately I couldn't spend more time in this beautiful country. But I believe that it's also a way to let me know that I will be back. If you're an Angolan watching this video, just let me know in the comment section. But anyway, since today is my last day, it means that I'm leaving this country today. And where I'm living, I feel like it's extremely beautiful, and it takes me back to back in the days when I used to live in China. Because if you have been to China before, you live in China, you definitely know that this is how every single Chinese live. I mean, we live in apartment. Majority of Chinese people, unless you go to the countryside where you're gonna see a free standalone houses, but most of us living in the cities, we're all living in apartment, and it's look exactly like this. So when I came here, I was telling my camera guy, I feel like I'm back in China, more like a replica of how we used to live in China. So I quickly did a research about this place, and I found out that, oh, okay, it was actually built by China. So they call this place Kilamba or Quilamba. This is where I've been staying since I landed in Luanda. It's more like 30 kilometers away from the capital city, so which means it's a very long drive. And one of the things that I really love about this whole neighborhood is the road that is within the neighborhood. I mean, should I call it a city? Because I feel like it's a whole city on its own, because it covers an area of 30 kilometers square. So you can just imagine how big it is. I don't think even this drone shot will do justice to it, but the fact that there are roads and trees everywhere makes it even more unique for me. Because I told you guys, I just want to live in a place where there are so many trees. So I feel so much at home. I don't even want to live in the city, even though everyone got cars in here, but there's less movement of people. But people are saying this place is actually a ghost town, of which I'm here to debunk that. I don't think it's a ghost town, because since I came in here, I see people filled up every apartment. I see people having fun. I see people jogging. I mean, it's a livelihood neighborhood. How do I call it? It's a lively neighborhood. Yeah. They got over 750 blocks, and some of them don't have elevators. I mean, the short ones. So we have from 7 to what do you call it, 13 floors. So it's incredible, man. They've provided places for car park. They've provided places where people play, I mean, basketball, football. They got schools in here. They got shopping malls all over the place. Listen, if I had my way, I guess the government of every country needs to invest in such development so that it will accommodate a lot of people. You know, imagine if we have thousands of this. Definitely people are not going to stay in how do you call it, in shanks and all of that. What do you call it? Is this shank or shacks? You know, shacks. Or maybe, I mean, even if you go to villages, build something like this for them, make it affordable. I mean, I feel like Africa is so blessed, and it's about time our leaders come together to think about how to make Africa great for Africans. It's very important, because imagine living in Kilamba. I mean, it was supposed to house over 200,000 people, but after being here, I think it's housed over 1 million people based on what I see in here. I mean, you don't think this is good for the people? Come on, bro. And one thing that I really did not understand is the fact that this project cost $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion. And when you come to Angola is one of the expensive countries to live in. So living in here is actually the most affordable place to buy an apartment in here. Because listen, I mean, I started asking questions, and in here, the apartment in here start from $20,000. And I went to somewhere in Marginal, and I asked for a price of an apartment, which exactly like 3-bedroom like this one, small size. I mean, and they were asking for $1.7 million. I don't want to talk too much about Kilamba. I'm leaving the country, and I got an exciting news to share with you all. I'm on my way to Malawi today. My flight leaves around 1 o'clock, but you know what? I just want to say something. It's kind of crazy that I'm in the Southern Africa. I'm flying to another Southern African country, and there's no direct flight from Angola to Malawi. So which means I have to go to Ethiopia, which is in East Africa. It's going to take me like 4 hours to get to Ethiopia, and then 4 hours back to Malawi. You know, 4 hours back to Malawi, which I'm going to spend almost 10 hours of a trip that I could spend just, you know, just 2 hours and I'll be in my final destination. But because the meeting that I'm going to in Malawi is very important to me, I cannot miss it. I mean, I don't want to tell you now, but if you want to see what's going to happen at the end, like this video. It's very important. And subscribe to this YouTube channel and come along with me. Let's go to Malawi. Yeah.
Are you enjoying Angola?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I'm leaving today, by the way. I'm actually going to Malawi, and there's no flight. So I'm going to, what do you call it? Ethiopia and come back.
Okay.
Yeah. You live here?
I live up here.
And you're an Angolan?
No, I'm Guinean.
Guinean? Wow. Nice to see you.
Guinea-Conakry.
Guinea-Conakry?
Yes.
Wow. You speak Portuguese?
Very well.
And you speak French too?
Of course.
And you speak English now?
Of course.
Ah, I'm so proud of you, man.
Pan-African.
Pan-African.
Okay, Woody.
All right.
Have a good
But
day.
how does it feel living in here?
Well, good. I feel home. Angolan are welcoming, despite the colonial divisions that white people have made. But overall, I'm home.
Should I say welcome home?
Yeah, I'm home already. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to Angola.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was so cool, man. I guess that will be the last person that I'm gonna meet in this country. So come along with me. Let's go. Ciao, Adesh, Angola. It's about time we head to our country number 30, which is Malawi. I had a great time in my country number 29. It takes a lot of passion to do what we do. The struggle has been real, but we never gave up just because of you. Because we want you to see the real Africa, the other side of Africa that you did not see. And now I feel like I need to learn different languages like French, Portuguese, so that I'll be able to communicate with people in here. I can't believe that I met a fan who watches my videos, even though he doesn't understand anything. But he recognized me and he's like, this is the guy that I've been watching. What is he saying?
He says he's seen your YouTube page and
Ethiopia, ele vem do Ghana, né?
Yeah.
Ele vem do Ghana, eu conheço. Sabe o canal dele no YouTube? Eu conheço o canal dele.
Wow.
Ele passa em muitos países da África, estava na África do Sul, estava na Somália, estava no... Sim. Conheço o canal dele. Eu preciso estava vendo, é ele ou não ele, é ele ou não ele. Como ficou a cultura aqui, pensei que fosse angolano.
Speaking Portuguese?
yeah.
Wow. You watch our videos? Namibia? Oh my goodness, I wish I could understand what he's saying, man. Yeah? Let's go to the airport. But before we head to the airport, I need to go say goodbye to my one and only friend. The only friend that I knew before coming in here. She used to be in Ghana. She has been amazing and I cannot leave this country without saying goodbye. We had dinner last night and it's about time to go say ciao. Then we take it from there. So she's in church. Come along, let's go. But hey, these roads in here are super beautiful, well tarred, well laid. One thing that I'm gonna remember about Angola is the fact that there are trees everywhere. The city of trees, the green city, and yeah. I need to take my last cash, so we have some few payment that we need to do. This is a country that I've spent so much money. I came here with $4,000 for, you know, just in case, and the $4,000, it only remained $200, man. I need to create an account where I call it the Wadamaya Travel Fund. You guys need to fund my travels, man. I mean, what we're doing is for Africa, bro. It's not for a personal gain, man. It's for Africa, so you guys need to support us, man. I'm gonna take my last $200 and yeah, inshallah we'll survive in Malawi. There is something about Angola that I really don't understand, how a lot of people have to queue just to go for money, you know. It's super crazy, man. Like, I'm actually late, and I came here to withdraw money, and the queue is insane, man. I don't think I can be on this queue since I'm going to the airport. So I just hope that the government can do something, digitalize the country so that people don't have to queue just to take money, man. This is ridiculous. Finally got an ATM, and this is an ATM for a hotel. And they're telling us that to take the cash you need to buy something. So I decided to buy water just to get the money, and I mean it's very important. I don't know, man, this is really not a great thing about a country that is so expensive like that you have to struggle to get money, you know. Findy.
Yes, Maya.
Yeah. I'm looking for money, you know.
Okay, I think it's better for you to go after there. You go just to the airport, okay?
Okay.
Because of time.
No, alright. Okay.
You can
No worries.
get my money. It's gonna come and bring it to
Okay.
me, okay?
Okay, no worries. No worries. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye-bye. Safe
Bye.
trip.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I was supposed to go see my friend, but because we've been moving around looking for money, she's saying I'm gonna miss my flight if I go and see her before I head to the airport. So she's saying that I should just go straight to the airport. This is sad, man. Okay, so this is Kwanzaa. This is how it looks like, man. Where's the water? So we come and buy water, right?
Yes.
How do you say water in Portuguese?
Agua.
Agua. So yeah, in order to take the cash, you need to buy agua.
You don't speak French?
No, I speak only English.
English?
Yeah.
No French?
No.
No Portuguese?
No Portuguese. Hola.
Hola.
Yeah.
Good morning. Bom dia.
Bom dia. Bon tat.
Boa tarde.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Bom dia.
Tudo bem.
Tudo bem.
Obrigado.
Yeah, tudo bem. And English, how are you? Yeah.
Fine, I'm fine.
You.
Yeah,
Fine.
obrigado. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Where do you live?
Me, I live in Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana.
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 Welcome Angola.
Huh?
Welcome Angola.
Okay, obrigado.
Hola. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace and love.
All right. All right.
In France, bon voyage.
Ah. Merci beaucoup. Ah. Yeah, so thank you for loving Ghana. So I got my water. Thank you. Yeah, so let's go. I need to see Findy no matter what. I have to see her. I don't know. She's telling me no, but I'm going to see her.
By looking at your head, they can say you're Ghanaian.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, I saw your video.
You saw my video?
Yeah, I saw a video of yours. I knew you through my nephew who lives in Zambia. He watches videos. So he told me, oh, this guy goes to countries, what.
Nice.
Yeah, so I saw you talking about Angola.
Angola?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. You live in Angola?
I live in Angola.
I hope you like Angola.
I like Angola.
Where are you from?
I'm from Zambia.
Zambia?
Yeah, but I live here. I live here 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
20 years?
20 years, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing, yeah. You like land, brother?
Yeah, I love it. It's just so expensive.
It's expensive. You don't come here with $200, think it's okay. Even here, you came to a very expensive place.
No, I just came to buy water. And the water is like 1,001. You live in here?
No, I don't live here. I was just come to meet someone.
Oh, okay.
I come to meet someone here.
Okay.
I don't know your name. What's your name? I know your face.
Yeah.
I know your face. I saw your face.
Yeah.
I saw you one time when I was in Zambia on a video. My nephew was telling me about you.
Yeah.
Then that's when I saw you, I think, publishing a video.
Yeah.
You were, what do you call this? I don't know where I can find it.
Yeah.
I can't see it. It's here, where you were. You call it Majina.
Majina, yeah,
that's where you were.
I was there, yeah.
I thought you've left.
No, I'm leaving now. I'm actually going to the airport.
Are you going to the airport?
Yeah.
Okay, go where? You're going to South Africa?
I'm going to Malawi.
Just this. You should show me on Facebook.
No, definitely you see yourself.
On Facebook?
Yeah, you see yourself.
Okay. Serious?
Yeah.
That would be very good if you show me.
Now we show you.
Okay. You're going to Malawi?
I'm going to Malawi.
What's your name?
so many African countries, Sundays, it's so busy, but it's not the same story in Angola, man. Like Sunday, there's traffic. I guess I have to go to the airport too. I can't just risk this, man, because I thought, oh, today is Sunday, so I mean, everyone's gonna be free. But hey, there's traffic, movement of people. That's super crazy, man. I just want to say thank you for everything, man. Really appreciate it. She said I should go to the airport, but I don't think I can go to the airport. You see?
We don't see her.
No, I have to see you before I leave. Yeah?
Really? My brother is leaving.
Oh. Even if it's for 1 minute, I need
This
to
is
see
my mom.
Your mom?
Mom.
Hola.
Prazer, Matilde.
Nice to meet
Matilda.
you, Matilde. Nice to meet you.
Matilde.
So,
My name is Matilde.
Matilda.
Somos meus irmãos do Ghana.
Ah,
I'm
yeah?
saying
Yeah.
you're my brother from
From
Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
This is my queen, my
Oh.
mom. So,
She's beautiful. She looks like you.
this que você parece comigo.
yeah?
Definitely.
So,
All right, Findy. I know you told me to go to the airport straight because I'm gonna miss my flight, but I cannot do this. I just have to sacrifice and come and see you and say that you're amazing.
good. I love you so much.
And I wish you all the best.
Me too.
And trust me, I'll see you again.
I hope so.
Then take care of your husband.
I will.
He's an amazing guy. Please, you got the best husband in the whole world.
Amen. Thank you for all advice.
All right. Okay. I wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Is it Vamos Airport?
Airport.
Vamos Airport. Yeah. So we are at the airport. The airport is right in the middle of the city. So yeah, thank God I made it. Stop. It has to be. Yes.
Okay, say what the Maya.
What am I?
Really, I couldn't believe I met you here.
What do you mean? I'm the one.
I know.
You're
From Ethiopia.
from Ethiopia? Of course,
Yeah.
I know. I'm a Saganalo.
I'm a Saganalo.
What are you
So
doing
what are you
here?
doing? I just did come to visit. I am exploring Africa, man. I am Pan-Africanist. I live in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just exploring.
Yeah, I just want to see opportunity. And
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I also came to explore, visit, do videos just like the way I do my videos in every country.
Yeah.
And it's awesome seeing you, man.
I am so thrilled, man.
Ah,
Let's take a picture.
let's take a picture. Thank you. Wow.
Very great to meet you. Where are you flying to?
I'm going to Malawi.
Malawi?
Yeah. Just the same thing, just going to another country.
Glad the way they do here.
Yeah.
Everywhere Africa is booming, man.
Exactly, man.
I'm tired of Western countries.
I really can't believe that I'm doing this. Like, Malawi is just an hour away from here, but I'm just gonna go for a 10-hour trip, man. Wow. This is crazy, but anyway, a luta continua. Crazy day, man. Our flight is departing. We had limited time because I think our flight from Angola delayed, but it was shocking to see that 90% of the people on board were Chinese. I mean, if Chinese are visiting Africa, living in Africa, investing in Africa, how much more than we as Africans that the continent belongs to us? Why don't we take advantage of the continent, man? Yo, it's super crazy, man. The whole plane was filled with Chinese people. I'm like, wow, to the extent that I even had to speak to some of them. 对，我以前在。
以前在哪里？
不是我在北京航空航天大学。
哦，北京的。
对，毕业然后回来。你在安哥拉干什么呢？
我在安哥拉搞小企业。
哦，你现在回中国吗？
对，现在回家。
在安哥拉多长时间？
这次过来1年多。
1年多。安哥拉。
1年回去。
1年回去。你还回来吗？
还回来。
哎呀，跟我们要钱。
安哥拉可以，好地方。
小生产的，一个小我的家庭这里。哦，还好，很高兴见到你。高丽小。An empty bus. How come you don't have your second boarding pass? How?
I don't know.
You don't know?
The lady printed only one,
I can't believe that we came all the way from the south, come to east, and go back to the south. I landed safely in Malawi and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. That night, I was extremely tired, but I didn't want to sleep because the same morning, which was 8 o'clock, we were scheduled to meet the president. I was super excited because this was my first time going to the State House. Even though I'm from Ghana, I've never met my president. I've always tried to meet my president, but it's always unsuccessful. So coming to a country where I'm not from, and I was part of the people that were heading to the State House to shake hands with the president, was everything for me. And I wish I could vlog, but you know, when it comes to meeting the president, security is always put first. Since the day I was born to today, I never thought or ever dreamed that I would be taking a photo like this. Being surrounded by great men in Africa, and as a young man like me, I really felt humbled. This is me, your favorite annoying village boy from Ghana, together with the president of Malawi and the owner and the founder of the famous beverage that we all know in Kenya called Pick and Peel, and also Afia Juices. I mean, he's an industrialist, together with the legend Professor Lumumba. And I want to say a big thank you to Professor Lumumba, a friend, a father, and a mentor for making this dream a reality. So yeah, brothers and sisters, I had a handshake with the president of Malawi. We agreed to have an interview, one-on-one section. And you know me, I'm trying so hard to bring you that presidential series. I've told you about it, and I'm gonna make it happen. The day that was scheduled for the interview, I was also a bit busy, so I had to head out of Malawi. That's why that interview was not possible. But trust me or not, I'm gonna make it happen. But I was so excited to see Professor Lumumba bringing all these people together. I mean, Africans coming together to invest in another African country. And I was a witness because of this is what I've been preaching. And being there, this is one of the days that I will never forget. I mean, I wish my camera guys were around to capture that conversation with me and the president. But it's not the end of the road. We'll keep moving till we get to the top. It was a very long day, but a very fruitful and successful meeting with the president of Malawi. And in the same evening, we all had to meet together to have dinner and also give a big props to Professor Lumumba for making this possible. I mean, bringing 50 different entrepreneurs from different African countries. I mean, 13 different African countries. It was amazing. And everybody in the room were saying that it's about time we make Professor Lumumba the AU chairman. Do you all agree with me? Leave that in the comment section.
Also, the youth of the continent, you all have been mentored by Prof. It is time now for the youths to take control of this exercise, right? Spread it far and wide that the movement has begun. No, I understand. Even Prof is saying, oh, but Kagame has his pursuit, etc. Kagame is your friend. He's one out of 54 countries.
He will join us.
Yeah, he will join eventually. Because in the military, we say when there's overwhelming force, there's nothing you can do. There's overwhelming force. So we are creating an overwhelming force to ensure this is done. At the end of the day, right, leadership and governance is what Prof preaches. It is time though that we say, okay, you have preached it enough, you take charge. And the only way we can take charge is to turn around what we need to. All the obstacles that people say we see, the budget is coming from here and there. At the end of the day, is what people want. If the continent says this is what and who we want, this is what we will get. And therefore, I am proud to chair the movement.
What Prof has done is something that the whole Africa needs to hear about. I have been saying that Africa's problem can only be solved by Africans. Africa got no friends. Africa got no friends. It's about time Africans know that they are their own investors on the continent. You know, I do interviews, I interviewed entrepreneurs, and when you talk about investors, no one thinks about Africa. And this is what is happening in Malawi. The revolution has begun, and I just want you all to just, be more practical. For me, I don't like this. We have conversations and we talk. Enough of the conversations. When you go your home tomorrow, please think about Malawi. Think about what you invested in. Because your investment will not just affect the economy, but will change lives of the ordinary Malawi. I love you guys. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe and be part of this awesome channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. I am Maya.
For countryside. If you get there, go see you. They go follow man, them go. For countryside.
If I think about the place where I came from, and all the things that I've been through, it's kind of funny how you niggas wanna say something. Say the BFP me say mo cry me so. Cause I started off broke. Oh mummy I be calm but the nigga don't choke. Nobody for try me if you know they want smoke. I know it's hard but I'm giving y'all hope. When you're feeling like the world is against you and you're back against the wall, God is gonna
together as one, that's all we need, man. Cause the world riding by so I'm so proud, so in love with my motherland. If I were done, I see a strong with your man. You're more being French, so be Jenny J. I'm more dear, you my thing, you were so much to tell me for you. Dr. Kwame Kuma, so what you wish if you never show Chima. Please, Ghana for your Yamana, Yamakuma, about why you do. No, diddy, no, basa basa, Yenny will be a nyasa, no, even Osama. Shout hallelujah, oh mother Ghana, that was the Adam, and then they Hawa, and because I met to say a box. God bless our home like Ghana, now what's here be a runyo, Ghana, my obey. God bless our home.